Can you hear this? Yes, you can hear me. All right. I'm Ms. Molinetz. I teach Global Studies in 8th grade, and I'm here with my colleague, Ms. Darling, who also teaches Global Studies in 8th grade. And we're very excited to be here and to host our annual Worthington Middle School Geography Bee. Now, just a little bit of history about it. For many years, maybe close to 3 decades, our school has participated in the National Geographic Bee, which was an official bee. We got all the materials, all the questions from the National Geographic, And that bee, the winner of the bee, was able to take a qualifying test and possibly go to the State Geography Bee, which was in St. Cloud a couple of years and other places like that. And at that state bee, there were usually around 110 participants. And then the winner of the state bee went on to the National Geographic Bee in Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, National Geographic discontinued the bee in 2020. I was very disappointed. That was also the year that Alex Trebek passed away. He was the moderator for the National Bee in Washington, D.C. But we've decided here at Worthington Middle School to continue the tradition, even though our students, our winner today, will not go on or not have the opportunity to go on to the state bee because there is no such thing anymore. But we still enjoy doing it. We like giving the kids the chance to shine in their geography knowledge. And these kids here, there are 10 from each grade. We've actually got 9 in 8th grade and 11 6th graders and 10 7th graders. They all took a qualifying test. All the kids in the building took a qualifying test. And the students who scored the highest were the ones that were given the opportunity to compete today. So these guys all know a thing or two about geography. So they're going to show off their knowledge, and we will get started here. Now, the official directions. Welcome to the Worthington Middle School Geography Bee. The Geography Bee used to be held in nearly 10,000 schools across the country. I'm not sure, I'm sure there are other schools around that still do a Geography Bee on their own. Now there are different portions to this event. The preliminary competition consists, I'm cutting out in and out, can you guys hear me okay? All right, the preliminary competition consists of 7 rounds. We will ask each one of you a question from each round. You will have 15 seconds to answer, and you must start to give your answer before the time limit is up. You may interrupt the preliminary competition only twice to have either a question repeated or a word spelled. If you want me to repeat a question or spelling a word, you will have the rest of your 15 seconds in which to answer. If you give the correct answer, I will acknowledge it. We will give you 1 point and move on to the next contestant. If you give an incorrect answer, we will tell you so and give the correct answer. If you do not know the answer, you may say pass before the time is up. A pass will be recorded as an incorrect answer in your score. If you do not answer within 15 seconds, we will say time, give the correct answer, and move on to the next contestant. You will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciations or spellings as long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. Each preliminary round will begin with the same student. And that lucky person is Nahom. At the end of the 7 preliminary rounds, your points will be totaled. I'm still cutting out a lot, I think. But you can hear it okay. And then we will determine, after that preliminary round of 7 questions for each of you, we'll determine who the top 10 are to go on to the championship round. And if we need to have a tiebreaker, we'll do that, but we'll explain that at that time. Now, this is important. Remember to listen carefully to each question and use correct geographic terminology in your answers. For example, do not use Holland as a synonym for the country Netherlands, and do not use England for the country United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, or you could just say UK, as England is a political division. Give present-day names unless the question involves history, and other names would be correct in the context of the question. As the GeoBee is conducted in English, wherever possible, Conventional English place names are used. Shortened forms of country names are acceptable, such as United Kingdom, Great Britain, or Britain, or the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. GeoBee questions follow the National Geographic Society's policy of recognizing Europe and Asia as two continents. Oceania is considered a region rather than a continent, and it will not be accepted as a correct answer for the continent of Australia. In addition, the National Geographic Society recognizes 4 oceans: Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific. All right, the rulings of the judges are final. Best wishes for success in the preliminary competition. Do any of you have any questions? No questions? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to hand you the microphone so that you can speak into the microphone, and then everybody will be able to hear you more easily. All right? So I'm going to start with Nahom. Ms. Darling is going to do the questions for the first round. And I think it would be nice if you stood, too. That way everybody can see you when it's your turn to answer. Right?
On the chair.
All right. Good afternoon, you guys, and congratulations for making it this far. I'm telling you, those questions are not easy. There's a lot in the world that it changes all the time, so spot on for you guys, because it's not an easy to even get to this point, so kudos to you. All right, we're going to do the first round today, and the first round is called State Savvy. So, round 1 is called State Savvy, and the questions are about the United States. You will have a choice of 2 states. You must choose which one is the correct answer. So we'll start with question number 1, which means, Nahom, I need you to stand and have the mic in hand. There we go. Grand Traverse Bay borders the Lower Peninsula in which state? South Dakota or Michigan?
South Dakota?
That is incorrect. Okay, and you would pass the mic to, so you may have a seat, pass the mic, oh, go ahead and have a seat. So then pass the mic to, is it Aman? All right, you're up next. Number 2, Carlsbad Caverns National Park is located in the Chihuahuan Desert in which state? New Mexico or Iowa?
New Mexico?
That is correct. Okay. Next one is Tyler. Which state is located west of the Mississippi River? Maryland or Colorado?
Maryland.
That is incorrect. Riker. Which state is a major producer of peaches in the United States?
Georgia.
Is that Georgia or Utah? You got it. You got it. There we go. Okay. You're passing the mic to Aiden. Aiden? All right, Aiden, the San Fernando Valley is located in the southern part of which state? New Jersey or California?
California.
That is correct.
Good job.
Carmen. Which state has a coastline of the Gulf of Mexico? Is it Alabama or New Hampshire?
Alabama.
That is correct. Brennan. Forest covers. Did I miss one?
Talon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yep,
So Carmen thought was correct, right?
Carmen did. That's my apologies.
So we'll do Talon next.
Here, can I borrow this?
Sure.
This will help.
That's yours.
Thank you. Okay, sorry about that, Talon. What do you want to know? All right, so yeah, we are on. We just did that one. Forests cover approximately 60% of which state? Arizona or Virginia?
Virginia.
Correct. Now am I Brennan?
Brennan.
Okay, thank you. Kawakini is the highest peak on the island of Kauai. In which state? Hawaii or Ohio?
Hawaii.
That is correct. All right. Samuel. Which state averages more inches of rainfall per year? Delaware or Nevada?
Delaware.
That is correct. Buter? Lake Superior borders Michigan, Minnesota, and which other state? Missouri or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
That is correct. Bethany, you're next. So let's give Melanie the mic down. Thank you. Gary, once a major steel producing center, is located on Lake Michigan in which state? Rhode Island or Indiana?
Indiana.
That is correct. Andrew. At more than 100 miles in length, Long Island is the longest barrier island in the state of which state? Kentucky or New York?
New York.
New York is correct. My kiddos in the back row, I need you to be quiet, please, so everybody can hear. Thank you. All right, Lucia. The White Mountains cover part of what state? New Hampshire or Kansas?
Kansas.
That is incorrect. Henry. Which state borders Canada? Colorado or Idaho?
Idaho.
That is correct. Ben. Which state is a major producer of cotton? Mississippi or Maine?
Mississippi.
That is correct. Braddock. Cape May, located at the entrance of Delaware Bay, is part of what state? New Jersey or Hawaii?
New Jersey.
That is correct. Root. Which state borders Mexico? South Dakota or Texas?
Texas.
That is correct. Talon. Denali, the highest peak in North America, is located in which state? Alaska or Minnesota?
Alaska.
That is correct. Jordan. Farmland covers approximately 90% of which state? Kansas or Vermont?
Kansas.
That is correct. Marshall. Which state borders Pennsylvania, Maryland, or Louisiana?
Maryland.
That is correct. All right, Shimmy, the mic on down, and Hiram, you're next. Block Island lies off the coast of which Atlantic state? West Virginia or Rhode Island?
Rhode Island.
That is correct. Julian. Which state is a major producer of grapefruits in the United States? Florida or Montana?
Montana.
That is incorrect. Dayton. Arches National Park, home to many natural sandstone arches, is located near Moab in which state? Louisiana or Utah?
Utah.
That is correct. Cameron. Lookout Mountain is a mountain ridge that stretches across Alabama, Georgia, and what other state? Texas or Tennessee?
Texas.
Incorrect, it's Tennessee. Tamian. Lincoln is the second most populous city in which state that borders the Missouri River? Is that Nebraska or Oregon?
Nebraska.
That is correct. Angel.
Actually, Angel is Lily.
Oh. L-I-L-I.
Yep.
All right, my apologies, Lily. So, okay, Lily, Hopi and Navajo Indian reservations are located in the northeastern corner of what state? Arizona or Pennsylvania?
Arizona.
That is correct. Imelda. Which state borders Oklahoma? Missouri or Connecticut?
Missouri.
That is correct. Miles. Which state has a coastline on the Atlantic Ocean? South Carolina or Tennessee?
South Carolina.
That is correct. Sawyer. The Appalachian Mountains pass through which state? Kentucky or Iowa?
Kentucky.
That is correct. Jennifer? Cape Cod Bay is a leading tourist destination that is important to the economy of which state? Massachusetts or West Virginia?
Massachusetts.
That is correct.
All right, we're gonna move on to round number 2, which is called state stats. So we're gonna go back to Nahom and start with him. And question number 1, Nahom, is, or let me explain this just a minute though. Round 2 is called state stats. Questions in this round will ask you to compare 2 U.S. states according to certain characteristic, to a certain characteristic. You will have a choice of 2 answers. Good luck. Nahom, which state is closer to the Ohio River? Illinois or Georgia? Illinois is correct. Number 2, Ammon, which state has a longer coastline, Maine or Rhode Island?
Maine.
Maine is correct. Tyler, which state has a smaller population, Wyoming or Minnesota?
Wyoming.
That is correct. Riker, which state is farther north, Nevada or Montana?
Montana.
Montana is correct. Ida, which state is smaller in area, Vermont or Ohio?
Vermont.
Vermont is correct. Talon, which state is closer to the Pacific Ocean, Nevada or Wisconsin?
Nevada.
Correct. Carmen, which state experiences more earthquakes, Alaska or Iowa?
Iowa.
That is incorrect. Brennan, which state is more arid, Louisiana or Arizona?
Can you repeat that?
I can. Which state is more arid, Louisiana or Arizona?
Louisiana.
Incorrect. I'm having a hard time following that. Samuel, thank you. Samuel. Which state is closer to the Gulf of Mexico, Virginia or Arkansas?
Virginia.
That is incorrect. And then, Neuter, which state is closer to Lake Superior, Oregon or South Dakota?
South Dakota.
That is correct. Okay, we're back to Bethany. Bethany, which state has a climate that is more humid, Wyoming or Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Correct. Andrew, which state is closer to New York State, New Hampshire or Wisconsin?
New Hampshire.
Correct. Lucia, on average, which state receives more precipitation, Idaho or Hawaii? That is incorrect. Henry, which state is farther west, New Mexico or Mississippi?
New Mexico.
Correct. Ben, which state is closer to the Tropic of Cancer, Louisiana or Utah?
Utah.
That is incorrect. Braddock, which state is more mountainous, New York or Nebraska?
New York.
Sorry, I just answered the wrong, I was looking at the wrong question. I mixed questions, but you are correct, so we'll just give you credit for that. So correct. I'll go on to the next question. I read the question but gave the answers to the wrong question. So, all right, so I'm still having a hard time keeping up with where we are. That was Braddock, so Root. Root, you are, the next question is, which state is farther east, Georgia or Oklahoma?
Georgia.
Georgia is correct. Talon, which state produces more livestock, Kansas or New Hampshire?
Kansas.
Correct. Jordan. Which state has more people per square mile? Massachusetts or Missouri?
Missouri.
Incorrect. Marshall? Which state contains more oil fields? Texas or Maryland?
Texas?
Correct. All right, Hiram. Which state experiences more tornadoes? Indiana or California?
Indiana.
Correct. Julian? Which state produces more automobiles? Vermont or Michigan?
Michigan.
Correct. Okay, Dayton? Which state produces more grapes? California or Kansas?
California.
Correct. Cameron? Which state receives more snowfall? Florida or Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Okay, correct. Damien, which state produces more corn? Rhode Island or Iowa?
Iowa.
Correct. Lily, which state is closer to Mexico? Utah or Kentucky?
Utah.
Correct. Imelda, which state has more lakes? Minnesota or Nebraska? Incorrect. Miles, which state is farther south? Oklahoma or Montana?
Oklahoma.
Correct. Sawyer, which state is closer to Canada? Kansas or Washington?
Washington.
Correct. And Jennifer, last but not least, which state has a larger population? Connecticut or New York?
New York.
Correct.
All right, round 3 is called Weird But True. Did you know that dolphins sleep with one eye open? Round 3 features fascinating facts about the U.S. taken from popular National Geographic kids books series called Weird But True. You will answer a geographic question related to the fact. You will have a choice of 2 answers. Now, before Phoenix became an official city, it was called Pumpkinville. It's weird, but it's true. Phoenix is the largest city in which southern state? Arizona or Montana?
Arizona?
That is correct. Aman. You could walk through the 3-story stained glass globe in Boston. It's weird, but it's true. The globe is located near the Charles River in which state? Massachusetts or Ohio?
Ohio?
That is incorrect. It is Massachusetts. Tyler. 9 Yankee baseball stadiums could fit inside the Mall of America. It is weird, but it is true. The Mall of America is just south of Minneapolis, in which state that borders Wisconsin? Is it Pennsylvania or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
That is correct. Okay. Riker. A biscuit is a logo for a minor league baseball team in Montgomery. Montgomery is located south of Birmingham in which southern state? Hawaii or Alabama?
Alabama.
That is correct. Items. Amelia Earhart's childhood dog was named James Ferocious. Amelia Earhart grew up in the northeast of Topeka along the Missouri River in which state? Kansas or Vermont?
Kansas.
That is correct. Talon. When you drive 45 miles an hour over the section of Route 66, the vibrations from your car wheel play America the Beautiful. This musical highway is located on a desolate stretch of road east of Albuquerque in which state? New Mexico or Alaska?
New Mexico.
That is correct. Carmen. The Expedition Everest roller coaster at Disney World cost $100 million to build. Disney World is located near Orlando in which particular state? Florida or Mississippi?
Florida.
That is correct. Brennan. The bark near the base of some giant sequoia trees can grow up to 2 feet thick. Giant sequoia trees can be found in which state that borders Washington? Is it Oregon or North Dakota?
Oregon.
Good, thank you. All right, rest of you guys make sure you're quiet, please, so they can hear the question. Samuel, every year more than 100 million passengers fly through the airport of Atlanta, the busiest in the world. Atlanta is the largest city in which state that borders Tennessee? Kansas or Georgia?
Georgia.
That is correct. Uter. You can dig for diamonds and keep what you find at the Crater of Diamonds State Park. Crater of Diamonds State Park is located south of Washita National Forest in what state that borders Mississippi? Arkansas or North Dakota?
Arkansas.
That is correct. Bethany. The Mono Lake limestone formations called Tufu towers to 3 stories tall. Mono Lake is located just east of Yosemite National Park in what state? Delaware or California?
California.
That is correct. Andrew. The infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway could fit 42 Roman Coliseums. The Speedway is near White River in what state that borders Kentucky? Indiana or Oklahoma?
Indiana.
That is correct. Lucia. If the president's faces on Mount Rushmore had bodies, they would stand 46 stories tall. Mount Rushmore is located in the Black Hills, southwest of Rapid City, in what state? Texas or South Dakota?
South Dakota.
That is correct. Henry. There were 24 lightning rods on the roof of the Seattle Space Needle to help withstand the lightning strikes. From the top of the Space Needle, you can see Mount Rainier and the Olympic Mountains in which state? New York or Washington?
Washington.
That is correct. Ben. The water tower in Gaffney is painted to look like a gigantic peach. Gaffney is located northwest of Columbia, near the border of North Carolina in what state? Arkansas or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
That is correct. Braddock. Perforated toilet paper was invented in Albany in 1871. Albany lies along the Hudson River and is the capital of what state? New York or Rhode Island?
Alabama. Albany.
That is incorrect. New York is correct. Root. At a restaurant outside Louisville, people try to eat a 5-pound hamburger in less than an hour. Louisville lies along the Ohio River, and it is the largest city in what state? Alabama or Kentucky?
Kentucky.
That is correct. Talon. A mile-long island recently formed off the Outer Banks. The Outer Banks is an island chain that extends along the Atlantic coast from southeast Virginia to which bordering state? North Carolina or Mississippi?
North Carolina.
That is correct. Jordan. A sculpture outside the headquarters of the CIA contains 4 different secret codes. The CIA is headquartered near Washington, D.C., in the northernmost part of what state? Virginia or Illinois?
Virginia.
That is correct. Marshall. A 12-year-old boy won a rotten sneaker contest and $2,500. He built up the smell while out and about in his hometown of Eagle River, just north of Anchorage, in which state? Oregon or Alaska?
Alaska.
That is correct. Hiram. A scientist at Vanderbilt University let an electric eel shock his arm to better understand the animal's behavior. This shocking experiment took place in Nashville, which lies along the Cumberland River in what state? Tennessee or Minnesota?
Tennessee.
That is correct. Julian. A Native American legend says that the crests of Devil's Tower were clawed by a bear. Devil's Tower is considered sacred by many tribes, including the Lakota and the Shoshone, and is located northeast of Casper. In what state? Wyoming or Georgia?
Georgia.
Incorrect. Wyoming is the correct answer. Dated. A $10 bill has a lifespan of less than 5 years. Most U.S. currency is printed at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing in Fort Worth, located in which state that borders the Gulf of Mexico? Is it Wyoming or Texas?
Texas.
That is correct. Cameron. A city was built in the early 1930s just to house the workers who built the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam is located on the Colorado River on the border between Arizona and what state? Nevada or Idaho?
Nevada.
That is correct. Damien. A construction crew accidentally unearthed a 66-million-year-old Triceratops just north of Denver. It was the third Triceratops skull found in the Front Range of what state? Colorado or Iowa?
Colorado.
That is correct. Lily. When Twinkies were invented in Chicago in the 1930s, you could buy 2 for just 5 cents. Chicago is the largest city in which Great Lakes state? New Jersey or Illinois?
Illinois.
That is correct. Imelda. The world's largest ball of stamps weighs 600 pounds. It's as heavy as 2 giant pandas. The giant ball of stamps is a visitor center in west of Omaha, in which Great Plains state? Nebraska or New Hampshire?
Nebraska.
That is correct. Miles. Maple syrup is about the same amount of calcium as whole milk. More than half of the country's maple syrup is produced in New England, mostly in which heavily forested state that includes the Green Mountains? Virginia or Vermont?
Vermont.
That is correct. Sawyer. It took 2 people more than 400 hours to build a model of the Liberty Bell with the Lego bricks. The Liberty Bell, a symbol of American independence, is on display near Independence Hall in Philadelphia. In what state? Pennsylvania or Michigan?
Pennsylvania.
That is correct. And Jennifer. The world's largest toilet paper pyramid was made up of 25,585 rolls of toilet paper. The pyramid was built in Appleton, north of Milwaukee. In what state? Wisconsin or New Mexico?
Wisconsin.
That is correct. Plus ends weird, but true.
Okay, ready for round 4, everybody? Okay, round 4 is called Source to Sea. Each year, 9 million tons of plastic waste end up in the oceans, threatening Earth's largest ecosystem. National Geographic is working to prevent plastic from entering the ocean. You can help. By reducing single-use plastics like straws and plastic grocery bags, we can keep these items from entering streams and rivers and reaching the ocean. Round 4 is called Source to Sea and is designed to get you thinking about the location of world rivers that could carry plastic to the sea. The answer to each question in this round is one of the 7 continents. All right, now home. Number 1. The Danube River flows through the cities of Vienna and Budapest on what continent?
North America.
That is incorrect. It's Europe. Ammon. The Mackenzie River flows from Great Slave Lake to the Arctic Ocean on what continent?
Asia.
Incorrect. The correct answer is North America. Tyler? The Ganges River, sacred to Hindus, flows through the cities of Haridwar and Varanasi on which continent?
Asia.
Correct. Riker. The Paraná River forms part of the border between Paraguay and Argentina. On which continent?
South America.
Correct. Item. The cities of Kinshasa, and Brazzaville lie along the Congo River on which continent?
Africa.
Correct. Talon. The Murray River flows into Lake Alexandrina near the city of Adelaide on which continent?
Europe.
Incorrect. It's Australia. Carmen. The Magdalena River, the principal river of Colombia, flows through the city of Barranquilla near the Caribbean Sea on which continent?
South America.
Correct. Brennan. The Yellow River empties into the Bohai Sea near the Shandong Peninsula on which continent?
UK.
Incorrect. The answer is Asia. Samuel. The Rio Grande flows through the cities of Albuquerque and El Paso and forms part of an international border on which continent?
North Dakota.
That is incorrect. The answer is North America. Peter? The Nile River flows through the cities of Khartoum and Cairo on which continent?
Europe.
That's incorrect. The correct answer is Africa. Okay. Bethany. Okay, Bethany, the Seine River flows into the English Channel at the city of Le Havre on which continent, or Le Havre? On which continent? Europe is correct. Andrew. The Euphrates River joins the Tigris River to form the Shat al-Arab on which continent?
Africa.
That's incorrect. It's Asia. Lucia. The headwaters of the Senegal River originate in Guinea and flow northwest toward the Atlantic Ocean on which continent? Incorrect. The correct answer is Africa. Henry? The Orinoco River forms a wide delta near its mouth in Venezuela. On which continent?
South America.
Correct. Ben. The Flinders River rises in the Great Dividing Range and flows into the Gulf of Carpentaria. On which continent?
Asia.
That is incorrect. It's Australia. Braddock. The Yukon River flows through the city of Whitehorse on its way to the Bering Sea. In which continent?
North America.
Correct. Root. The Mekong River forms part of the border between Laos and Thailand. On which continent?
Europe.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Asia. Jordan. No, Talon. The Rhine River flows from the Alps to the North Sea on which continent?
Europe.
Correct. Jordan. Kariba Dam is located on the Zambezi River along the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. On which continent?
Africa.
Correct. Marshall? The Platte River flows through the Great Plains on its way to the Missouri River. On which continent?
North America.
Correct. Hiram. The Platte, nope, that's the one we just did. The Yangtze River, one of the world's longest, rises in the plateau of Tibet. On which continent?
Asia.
Correct. Julian? The Vistula River flows through the cities of Krakow and Warsaw. On which continent?
Europe.
Correct. Data. The Indus River forms a wide delta near its mouth at the Arabian Sea. On which continent?
Asia.
Correct. Cameron. The Volta River forms part of the border between between Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Burkina Faso, on which continent?
Africa.
Correct. Damian? The Brazos River rises in the Llano Estacado and flows to the Gulf of Mexico, on which continent?
South America.
That's
I
incorrect.
meant North America.
South, sorry, Damian.
I said north.
It is North America, but that is incorrect, sorry. Lily, the Niger River flows through the cities of Bamako and Timbuktu, on which continent?
Australia?
That's incorrect, it's Africa. Imelda, which continent is home to the Amazon River, the world's largest river in terms of water volume? Would you repeat that? That's incorrect, it's South America. Miles, the Dniester River rises in the Carpathian Mountains and flows through Moldova, on which continent?
Europe.
Correct. Sawyer? The Orange River rises in Lesotho in the Drakensberg Mountains, on which continent?
Europe.
That is incorrect, it's Africa. Jennifer, the Columbia River runs from the Rocky Mountains to the Pacific Ocean, on which continent?
North America.
That is correct. Good job, that's a tougher round, no choices there, but, besides the 7 continents.
All right.
On the lighter side, we are going to talk round 5 and amazing animals. Round 5 is called Amazing Animals and will test your knowledge of animals around the world. You will have a choice of 2 answers. Listen carefully, then choose the answer you think is correct. Nicole? Which animal is the one of the world's most endangered species, is often mistakenly caught in the fishing nets in the Gulf of California? Is it the vaquita porpoise or the blue whale?
The blue whale?
That's incorrect, it's the vaquita porpoise. Aman? Which animal that can regenerate its limbs and tail can be found in the Appalachian Mountains? Is that a salamander or a red-eyed tree frog?
Salamander?
That is correct. Tyler, which animal that is found in North America has no mouth and thus cannot eat anything, limiting its lifespan? The Luna moth or the leaf-nosed bat?
Luna moth?
That is correct. Riker, which animal found in the desert regions along the border between Arizona and Mexico can squirt blood from its eyes to protect itself? Rattlesnake or regal horned lizard?
Regal horned lizard?
That is correct. I didn't? Which animal that is the main source of food on the Rodriguez Island in Indian Ocean can change colors to blend in with its environment? Is that the octopus or the codfish?
Octopus.
That is correct. Talon. Which animal that is smaller than other varieties of its species has been isolated on an island off the coast of Panama for almost 10,000 years? The orangutan or the pygmy three-toed sloth?
Pygmy, whatever.
No worries, yeah, you got it, 'cause I know. Yeah, it is the pygmy three-toed sloth. Carbon. Which sea animal weighs over 400 pounds and can be found in the coral reefs in the waters off Malaysia, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea? Is it the yellowfin tuna or the humperhead wasp?
The humperhead wasp.
That is correct. Brennan. Which animal, famous for its tusks, spends most of the winter months under the sea ice in Baffin Bay between Canada and Greenland? The emperor penguin or the narwhal?
The narwhal.
That is correct. Samuel. Which animal can be found throughout the Mediterranean Sea and often breeds near Tunisia, among other places? The loggerhead sea turtle or the sea lion?
Sea turtle.
Correct. Uter? Which animal can run up to 40 miles per hour and was once the most common species of the northern Great Plains region of the United States? The American bison or the gray wolf?
The great wolf.
It's the American bison. Incorrect. Bethany. Which animal lives south of the Congo River and was the only identified as its own unique species in 1929? The tree kangaroo or the bonobo?
The bonobo.
The bonobo is correct. Andrew. Which animal that is related to cattle but looks more like a deer can be found in the mountain region of the border between Laos and Vietnam? The salu or the rhinoceros? Correct. Lucia. Which animal has been important to nomadic communities in northern Europe, including the Sami and the Russian Kola Peninsula? Reindeer or black bear? Incorrect, it is reindeer. Henry. Which animal that can eat almost 90 pounds of meat in one time can be found in the Sundarbans, a mangrove forest near the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta? Is it the Bengal tiger or the Nile crocodile?
The Nile crocodile.
Incorrect, it's the Bengal tiger. Ben. Which animal migrates from its breeding grounds off Baja, California to feeding grounds in the Barren Sea? The manatee or the gray whale?
The gray whale.
That is correct. Braddock. Which endangered animal relies on the protective corridors to travel between the game reserves in Tanzania and Mozambique? The snow leopard or the African wild dog?
The snow leopard.
Incorrect, it's the African wild dog. Root. Which animal whose sense of smell is thought to be 40 times stronger than a human's can be found in the Llanos grasslands of Venezuela? The red panda or the giant anteater?
The giant anteater.
That is correct. Talon. Which animal is thought to migrate in and out of Chernobyl exclusion zone in the Ukraine and Belarus, surviving and potentially increasing its numbers despite lingering radiation from the power plant meltdown? The rattlesnake or the gray wolf?
The rattlesnake.
That's incorrect, it's the gray wolf. Jordan. Which animal, a subspecies of the cougar family, is nocturnal and elusive, but increasingly impacted by road and building development in the Everglades? The gopher or the Florida panther?
Gopher.
Incorrect, it's the Florida panther. Marshall. Which animal can be found in the northern Argentina, among other places in South and Central America, subsists entirely on blood of other animals? The vampire bat or the python?
Python.
Incorrect, it's the vampire bat. Hiram. Which animal, one of the most widely distributed mammals in the world, was only introduced to Australia in the 1800s? Is that the red fox or the brown bear?
The brown bear.
Incorrect, it's the red fox. Julian. Which animal does not hibernate during the winter, but does move to lower elevations in its mountain habitat in central China? The moose or the giant panda?
The giant panda.
That is correct. David. Which animal, the world's largest lizard, is known for its long fork-like tongue and poisonous bite? The Komodo dragon or the Gila monster?
Komodo dragon.
That is correct. Cameron. Which animal, whose name means river horse in Greek, lives in southeastern Africa along the waterways like the Zambezi River? The hippopotamus or seal?
Hippopotamus.
That is correct. Damien. Which animal that lives in the murky waters of the Amazon basin in South America is so timid that scientists have struggled to get an accurate count of how many exist in the wild? South American manatee or Atlantic walrus?
Oh, manatees.
That is correct. Lily. The The mountain subspecies of which animal, known for its distinctive striped markings, lives in the arid highlands of Namibia and Angola? Is it the mongoose or the zebra?
Can you repeat that?
Yes, I can. The mountain subspecies of which animal, known for its distinctive striped markings, lives in the arid highlands of Namibia and Angola? Is
Zebra?
it the mongoose or the zebra?
Zebra.
Zebra is correct. Imelda. Which animal is an important pollinator, similar to a bee or bird, spreading pollen to other plants in Madagascar rainforest? Is it the red panda or the ruffed lemur? That is correct. Miles. The largest species of which animal, found throughout the forests of southeastern Asia, has a throat sac that allows it to amplify its call? The giraffe or the gaban? That is correct. Sawyer. Which animal native to the Great Plains grasslands creates underground tunnel habitats that can also serve as home for salamanders and ferrets? Is that the prairie dog or the mongoose?
Prairie dog.
That is correct. And Jennifer. Which animal, native to the island of New Zealand, once had no natural predators, but is now preyed on by rats and dogs? Is that the ostrich or the kiwi?
Kiwi.
That is correct.
All right, we've got 2 more rounds. Round 6 is called Odd One Out. And you will be asked about countries around the world. You will be given a choice of 3 answers, and you must choose one answer that does not belong. Here is an example. Which country is not crossed by the equator? Gabon, Guatemala, or Indonesia? The answer is Guatemala, because both Gabon and Indonesia are crossed by the equator, but Guatemala is not. Okay? So, Nahom, which country does not border the Black Sea? Bulgaria, Denmark, or Turkey?
Denmark.
That is correct. Ammon. Which country does not border Mozambique? Tanzania, Malawi, or Libya?
Tanzania.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Libya. Tyler. Which country does not have a population that is predominantly Muslim? Bangladesh, Ukraine, or Morocco?
Morocco.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Ukraine. Riker. Which country is not a major producer of oil? Japan, Iran, or Saudi Arabia?
Iran.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Japan. Iden. Which country does not include part of the Andes Mountains? Chile, Ecuador, or Paraguay?
Chile.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Paraguay. Talon. Which country does not border the Pacific Ocean? Jamaica, Nicaragua, or China?
Repeat that, please.
I certainly can. Which country does not border the Pacific Ocean? Jamaica, Nicaragua, or China?
Nicaragua.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Jamaica. Carmen, you're next. Which country does not include part of the Kalahari Desert? Namibia, Botswana, or Eritrea?
Eritrea.
Correct. Brennan. Which country does not include part of the Himalaya? Nepal, India, or Turkmenistan?
Turkmenistan.
Correct. Samuel. Which country does not border the Arctic Ocean? Canada, Norway, or China?
Norway.
Incorrect. The correct answer is China. Neuter. Which country is not crossed by the prime meridian? Mali, Spain, or Somalia?
Spain.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Somalia. Okay. Bethany, which country does not border the Baltic Sea? Estonia, Belgium, or Sweden?
Estonia.
Incorrect, it's Belgium. Andrew, which country does not border the Atlantic Ocean? Guyana, Tanzania, or Cameroon?
Can you repeat that?
Yes. Which country does not border the Atlantic Ocean? Guyana, Tanzania, or Cameroon?
Guyana.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Tanzania. Lucia, which country does not border Russia? Georgia, Kazakhstan, or Pakistan?
Georgia.
The correct answer is Pakistan. Henry, which country is not a major producer of corn? Argentina, Yemen, or Mexico?
Yemen.
Correct. Ben, which country is not landlocked? Myanmar, Mali, or Belarus?
Can you repeat that?
Which country is not landlocked? Myanmar, Mali, or Belarus?
Belarus.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Myanmar. Braddock, which country is not crossed by the Nile River? Egypt, Sudan, or Chad?
Chad.
Correct. Root, which country is not predominantly Roman Catholic? Ireland, Spain, or Greece?
Spain.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Greece. Talon, which country is not located in the southern hemisphere? South Africa, Uruguay, or Panama?
Uruguay.
The correct answer is Panama. Jordan, which country was not part of a former Spanish colony? Dominican Republic, Madagascar, or Venezuela?
Madagascar.
Correct. Marshall, which country does not have Arabic as an official language? Jordan, Kuwait, or Tajikistan?
Tajikistan.
Correct. Okay, Hiram, which country is not a major producer of wheat? France, Russia, or Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia.
Correct. Julian, which country does not border Lake Victoria? Kenya, Uganda, or Nigeria?
Kenya.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Nigeria. David, which country does not border Brazil? Bolivia, Chile, or Suriname?
Suriname.
No, the correct answer is Chile. Okay, Cameron, which country does not have French as an official language? Haiti, Portugal, or Canada?
Portugal.
Correct. Damien, which country does not border the South China Sea? New Zealand, Philippines, or Vietnam?
New Zealand.
Correct. Lily, which country was not part of the Ottoman Empire? Mozambique, Turkey, or Syria?
Syria.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Mozambique. Imelda, which country does not include an area of tropical wet climate? Colombia, Gabon, or Afghanistan? Incorrect. The correct answer is Afghanistan. Miles, which country does not experience tropical cyclones? Tunisia, Dominican Republic, or Japan?
Tunisia.
Correct. Sawyer, which country does not border the Indian Ocean? Kenya, Belize, or Oman?
Kenya.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Belize. And Jennifer, which country is not considered part of Scandinavia? Sweden, the United Kingdom, or Norway?
The United Kingdom.
Correct.
All right, you guys, we are on to round 7, the global economy. I know I had the fun ones of the animals, now I'm on the global economy. All right. Okay. Be a citizen, oh, sorry, I want to. Be a citizen of the world. Round 7 is called Global Economy and will test your knowledge of the economic activities of countries around the world. You will be asked to name a country and you will not receive a choice of answers. So just to let you guys know, global economy, we're talking about world and we're talking about money. So it can be like money and trade and supplies going back and forth. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. Don't panic, okay? There are going to be, okay. There are going to be keywords. Think of the keywords and think of the location. Remember, you're in the geography bee. This is not a political test. It's the geography bee. It's just a category of questions, okay? So breathe, okay? All right. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. No worries. Okay, now home. Now remember, you will not be given you are asked to name a country, but you're not gonna be given a choice, so you're just gonna pick a country. Number 1, or no, home. Commercial flower bulb production is an important economic activity in what country just north of Belgium?
Austria.
Incorrect, it's the Netherlands. Oman. A country just east of Calcutta, India, is one of the world's largest exporters of jute, which is used in making a woven fabric called burlap. Name this country.
Can you repeat that?
A country just east of Calcutta, India, is one of the world's largest exporters of jute, which is used in making a woven fabric called burlap. Name the country.
Iran.
Incorrect, it's Bangladesh. Tyler. Estancia is the term for a large cattle ranch in the second largest country by area in South America. Name this country.
Brazil.
Incorrect, it's Argentina. Riker. One of the world's largest oil refineries supports the economy of the Caribbean islands in Curacao. Most of the oil comes from which South American country in the south?
Argentina.
Incorrect, it's Venezuela. Again, tea and coffee are major crops grown in the highlands near Nairobi in which African country?
Morocco.
Incorrect, it's Kenya. Talon. A Southeast Asian country that borders Malaysia on the Malay Peninsula is one of the world's leading exporters of rice. Name this country.
Japan.
Incorrect, it is Thailand. Carmen. What country that borders both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf is one of the world's leading producers of oil?
Argentina.
Incorrect, it's Saudi Arabia. Brennan. Cloves are a major crop of the island of Zanzibar, which lies off the coast of which African country?
Morocco.
That is incorrect, it's Tanzania. Samuel. Lisbon, which is one of the best natural harbors in Europe, is an important port in which country?
Cuba.
Incorrect, it is Portugal. Who's here? Wellington and Auckland are located in which country that generates more than half of the electricity through hydroelectric power?
Can you repeat that?
Yes, I can. Wellington and Auckland are located in which country that generates more than half of its electricity through hydroelectric power? Time? Okay. Time. The correct answer was New Zealand. Bethany, which European country across the Alps is commonly associated with the manufacture of fine chocolates and precision watches?
Switzerland?
That is correct.
Oh, my goodness.
Andrew. Livestock herding and wheat production are important agriculture activities on the Anatolian Plateau. This plateau is in which Eastern Mediterranean country?
Germany?
Incorrect, it's Turkey. Lucia, miners near Bogota help make what South American country one of the world's leading producers of emeralds? What's the country? Okay, Colombia is the correct answer. Henry, which Eastern European country, home to Kiev and Odessa, is the world's leading producer of sunflower seeds?
Belarus?
Incorrect, it's Ukraine. Ben, what country's agricultural region is located near the Tigris and Euphrates rivers?
Can you repeat that?
Sure. What country's agricultural region is located near the Tigris and Euphrates rivers?
Africa?
Incorrect, it is Iraq. Braddock, Casablanca is the chief port on the Atlantic coast of what country in North Africa?
Egypt?
Incorrect, it's Morocco. Root, deposits of coal and iron ore help make Manchuria an important industrial region in what country?
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Deposits of coal and iron ore help make Manchuria an important industrial region in what country?
Afghanistan?
Incorrect, it is China. Talon, what country that includes New South Wales is one of the world's leading producers of wool?
Argentina.
Incorrect, it is Australia. Jordan? Frankfurt, a city located on a tributary of the Rhine River, is a major transportation hub in what country?
Chad?
Incorrect, it is Germany. Marshall? Name the European country that receives a large percentage of its imports through the port of Helsinki.
Can you repeat that?
Name the European country that receives a large percentage of its imports through the port of Helsinki.
France?
Incorrect, it is Finland. Hiram. The eastern part of what large Caribbean island that lies north of Jamaica is an important coffee growing area?
Cuba?
Correct. Julian. A number of World Heritage Sites, such as the medieval city of Rhodes and the archaeological site of Olympia, contribute to the tourism economy. In which European country?
China?
Incorrect, it's Greece. Dayton. A network of gas pipelines connects natural gas fields and consumers in Karachi and Lahore in what country?
Saudi Arabia?
Incorrect, it is Pakistan. Cameron. Shrimp caught in the Gulf of Chiriqui are the leading export in which country that shares its entire southern border with Colombia?
Can you repeat that?
Shrimp caught in the Gulf of Chirichi are a leading export in which country that shares its entire southern border with Colombia?
Panama.
Correct. Damien. The mining of ores in a region northwest of Stockholm helped to develop the iron industry in what country?
Can you repeat that?
The mining of ores in a region northwest of Stockholm helped develop the iron industry in what country?
Norway?
Incorrect, it is Sweden.
Oh, I thought you were asking the country. But outside of Sweden. Not Sweden.
Lily. Wool from Karukul sheep is in Central Asia. Is an important export from the province of Marzi Estefarid in which landlocked country?
China, I don't know.
It's Afghanistan. Imelda. Barley and wheat are grown on the plains of Castilla-Leon and Andalusia are key crops in which country?
Pass.
Spain is the correct answer. Miles. Cut flowers have become an important agricultural commodity in the country just to the south of Nicaragua. Name this country.
Costa Rica.
Correct. Sawyer. The states of Assam, Gujarat, and Kerala are key regions for a ginger cultivation in which Asian country?
Mongolia.
Incorrect, it is India. And Jennifer. Construction of the Aswan High Dam not only controlled the Nile River's floods, it allowed vast amounts of land to be irrigated and brought under cultivation. In which country?
Egypt.
That is correct. Woo! Get yourself a round of applause.
Okay, that's the end of the first portion of our competition. So what we need to do now is we need to figure out who's going on to the second round. There will be up to 10 students going on from this point. So if you guys want to stand and stretch while we do that, feel free. You may talk to me.
I would guess rattlesnakes too.
I wouldn't have. It's
Well,
free, it's
yeah, but it's a
radio
Chernobyl,
arms,
but
really
Chernobyl. So yeah, but you have to think it's Chernobyl. So what, like,
snakes live in the ground.
We're live?
what other mammals are going to be there for wolves to eat? That's why rattlesnakes, they would eat rodents, and rodents I think would be more common.
This one? Or do I gotta go all the way around? This one.
Ignore the bomb threats.
Now, great job. We had 2 students with 7 correct answers. So they had perfect scores, basically. So congratulations to Miles and Jennifer. Way to go. Then we had a few students with 6 correct answers in the first 7 rounds. And we had quite a few that had 5 correct answers. And what we did is, in order to keep it under 10, because we need to have under 10 going on, we chose the students who had 5 that also got one of their correct answers in round 6 or 7. Because those rounds are more difficult than the earlier rounds, because the earlier rounds have options and choices. So that's how we made our decision. So the students who will be going on are Carmen, Bethany, Henry, Marshall, Hiram, who's our defending champion, I must say, from last year, right? You won last year, Hiram. Cameron, Damien, Miles, and Jennifer will be going on. So congratulations to those 9, and congratulations once again to all of the students who are participating, because you all made it. I mean, we have, I don't know how many students we have in this building, close to 700 maybe? And these are the top 30 that was really well. And for those of you that are not going on in the next round, I'm going to have the 9 sit in the front row here. But for those of you who are not going on, if you're going to go back to class, meet Ms. Darling over there by that table to get your certificates. Please take that with you, and then you can also get your a la carte coupons. And then you can head back to class. We'll do it that way. So, I'll have in this front row, those of you who are not going on to the next round, you guys can go join Ms. Darling over there. And then for those of you who are going on, I want Carmen in this first seat. So you guys want to stand up, Carmen right there, and Bethany next to her. Then Henry next to Bethany. And then Marshall. So, Carmen, Bethany, Henry, Marshall, Hiram, Cameron, Damien, Miles, and thanks for coming, Paris. Okay, so we'll let it settle a bit here, and then we'll get it on our next one. So how are you guys feeling?
Sad. I didn't want to advance to the next round.
Well,
I'm good at educating.
you've done well.
Also, the two that I got wrong, I knew what I got wrong. It was just, I thought you were asking me the country besides Sweden, not actual, like, what's Sweden.
That's why it's tricky.
The wording was weird.
When we do these questions, there's usually 2 clues in the question. And if you listen carefully, if you don't know one of the clues, you might know the other one. So it's really, really important to listen very carefully to the clue or the statement in order to find the answer. So, all right, we're ready to go. And I'm going to give instructions then for the final competition. So what happens is we've got you guys competing, and then we're going to eventually narrow it down to the top 2. And the top 2 will be in the championship round. All right, so here we go. Today's competition will consist of a final round and a championship round. The final round questions will reduce the number of contestants to 2. These 2 finalists will then compete in the championship round. In the final round, a contestant is eliminated after answering 2 questions incorrectly. I will begin a series, or we will begin each series of questions with the same student. If this student has been eliminated, questioning will begin with the next available student. After each student on stage has responded to a question, I'm gonna try this and see if that's a little better. Now I lost where I was at. If the student has been eliminated, we'll go to the next one. If after each student on stage has responded to a question in the series, those who gave their second incorrect answer will be excused from the stage unless all are eliminated. If this happens, those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive final round questions until 2 finalists and the 3rd place winner are determined. If only one student remains after a series of questions, that student automatically becomes one of the finalists and will be asked no more questions. Those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive questions until the 2nd finalist and the 3rd place winner are determined. The procedures will change for the championship round. We will announce those procedures at that time. Other rules remain the same as those that were followed in the preliminary competition. As a reminder, you will have 15 seconds to answer each question unless you are told otherwise, and you must start to give your answer before the time limit is up. You may interrupt the final competition only twice to have either a question repeated or a word spelled. Also, remember to listen carefully to each question and use the correct geographic terminology in your answers. For example, do not use Holland as a synonym for the country Netherlands, and do not use England or the country United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Give present-day names unless the question involves history, and other names would be correct in the context of the question. As the GOP is conducted in English, wherever possible, conventional English place names are used. Shortened forms of country names are acceptable, such as United Kingdom, Great Britain, or Britain for United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland. You will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciations or spellings so long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. GOP questions follow the National Geographic Society's policy of recognizing Europe and Asia as 2 continents. Oceania is considered a region rather than a continent and will not be accepted as a correct answer for the continent of Australia. In addition, the National Geographic Society recognizes 4 oceans: Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific. All information was current at the time the GOP questions were finalized in September of 2018, so these are questions that we've used in the past. The rulings of the judges are final. Good luck.
All right. The first set of questions is about state capitals of the United States, and it will require an oral answer. Each of you will answer with a different question. Carmen. Annapolis is the capital of which state that borders the Chesapeake Bay?
Is it Indianapolis?
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Maryland. Bethany. Located on the Mississippi River, St. Paul is the capital of what state? That is correct. Henry. Santa Fe is the capital of which state that borders Texas? That is correct. Marcel. The city of Raleigh, sometimes called the City of Oaks, is due to its many oak trees. It is the capital of what state that borders the Atlantic Ocean? The city of Raleigh, sometimes called the City of Oaks, due to its many oak trees, is the capital of which state that borders the Atlantic Ocean?
North Carolina?
That is correct. Hiram. Des Moines is the capital of which state that borders the Missouri River?
Iowa.
Correct. Cameron. Which state that is largely covered by the Rocky Mountains has Boise as its capital?
Idaho.
That is correct. Damian. Columbus is the capital of which state borders Lake Erie?
Ohio.
That is correct. Miles? Located near the Green Mountains, Mount Pillier is the capital of what state?
Vermont.
Correct. Jennifer? Located at the southern end of Puget Sound, Olympia is the capital of what state?
Could you repeat that?
Yes. Located at the southern end of the Puget Sound, Olympia is the capital of what state? That is incorrect, it is Washington.
We've got some boards for you to write on. So some of the questions in this round are going to be the same question that all of you need to answer. So I'm going to give each of you one of these.
All of you will respond to the next question by writing your answers on the whiteboard that is provided for you. You will have 15 seconds to write your answer. When I call time, put down your markers and hold up your answers. When I call on you, please read aloud your answers. You will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciation or spelling, so long as you can determine that you know the correct answer. I will give the correct answers after all your answers have been given. Please keep your answers visible until the scorekeeper has recorded the score. I will read the question twice, so you may not ask for another repeat. So let me read the question twice. You will write your answer on the scoreboard. Do not worry about the spelling, do the best you can. I will call on you, you will tell me what your answer is, and as long as you record the score.
If you have need a different one, let me know. These are older heads. Anybody else need one? That's readable. Are you okay, Ryan? Okay.
All right, let's start with the blank board, please. Put on the blank side on the slate. Here's your question. Sassafras Mountain, the highest point in South Carolina, lies in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which are a segment of what major mountain system? I'll read it again. The Sassafras Mountain, the highest point in South Carolina, lies in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which are a segment of what major mountain system?
Coming up is showing up.
Okay, time. Go ahead and put your markers down, and I need you to turn your slate facing forward. I'm going to call on you to read your answer, please. Carmen?
Okay, I should have done that before. What's your answer? Okay.
Incorrect. Bethy? Incorrect. Henry? Appalachian Mountains is correct. Marcel?
This,
What?
you, okay, I
So-
need to see your answers too.
Yes, you should be having them sent out, and I will call on you. So,
Bethany, is yours?
yeah.
Or what did you say?
Bethany and Henry are
You passed.
incorrect. Bethany and Bethany and Carmen are incorrect. Henry is correct.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, Marcel? Okay. Hiram? That is correct. Can I give you the coupon and then you can pick up your certificate? All right, just set it right there. These are for you, congratulations, you guys are doing really well.
Football's gonna be fading here.
Okay, at this moment, you can set your whiteboard and your marker underneath your desk, please.
Okay.
The next set of questions is about the world and will require oral answers. Each of you will answer a different question and you will have 15 seconds to give your answer.
is about the world. Number 12 we're on, Bethany. To shop in the Ginza district in Tokyo, once the site of a silver coin mint, you would travel to which Asian country?
Japan.
Correct. Henry? The birthplace of revolutionary figure Simón Bolívar is located in Caracas, in which South American country?
Paraguay.
Incorrect, it's Venezuela. Marshall? To visit Bucharest's Palace of Parliament and to see the Transylvania Alps, you will travel to what country?
Romania.
Correct. Hiram. Goulash, a dish made with beef, potatoes, and vegetables, and seasoned with paprika, is the national dish of which Central European country?
Germany?
Incorrect, it's Hungary. Cameron. Granada, a Moorish stronghold until 1492, is in which present-day country?
Can you repeat that?
Granada, a Moorish stronghold until 1492, is in which present-day country?
The country Grenada?
Incorrect, it's Spain. Damien. Polders, land reclaimed from the North Sea and IJsselmeer for farming, are found in what country?
The Netherlands?
Correct. Miles. What dormant volcano is the highest peak in Tanzania?
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Correct.
Nice.
Okay. Bethany. All right, so everybody continues, and as we go on to another round here. The Yanomami, an indigenous people who are hunters and gatherers, live in the Orinoco River Basin in the southern part of which country?
I don't know. Pass.
Okay, the correct answer is Venezuela. Henry. Dubai, a wealthy modern city, is found in which Southwest Asian country? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Dubai, a wealthy modern city, is found in which Southwest Asian country?
United Arab Emirates.
Correct. Marshall. Mount Merapi, a volcanic mountain located on the densely populated island of Java, is in which country?
Indonesia.
Correct. All right, Hiram. Omsk and Tomsk are major oil pipeline cities in what country?
Saudi Arabia?
Incorrect. Russia is the answer. Cameron, what is the name of the film industry in Mumbai, India?
Can you repeat that?
What is the name of the film industry in Mumbai, India?
Bollywood?
Correct. We ran out of questions. Let's find another one.
That's sadness.
All right, here we have another question. Damien. You didn't read this one already. So,
Yes.
you did?
Yeah, I got,
Okay.
so,
You guys are doing so well that we ran out of questions. It's your fault. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll ask one of those now. You did this one. Do this one. Okay, I'll just do this. Okay? Okay? All right. country has Cape Town as its legislative capital and Pretoria as its administrative capital?
South Africa.
Correct. Miles? 3 excavated ships from the 9th century are displayed in the Viking Ship Museum in Oslo. In which European country?
Norway.
Correct.
Yes, Miles.
Okay, good job. So, okay, so, Hiram and Bethany have 2 incorrect answers, so great job.
Hiram!
So you guys can get your supplies up, and I'll give you your coupon, and then you can pick up your certificate and head back to the class. Thank you guys, nice job. There you go, Bethany, here's Hiram. What was that? You may, yes. Yep, you may, sure. And Bethany, you may watch too if you would like. It's up to you. All right, so we're down to 5.
He just
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna hand each of you a map.
No.
No. It's a map.
Oh, weird.
And
The next question is called the GOB Impact Challenge, and it is designed to test your critical thinking skills and your ability to apply geographic knowledge to real-world scenarios. You'll receive a handout of a map with 4 choices. Each of you will answer the same multiple-choice question by circling your answer choice on the handout. You will also project the question and answer choices to the audience. I will read the question twice, so you may not ask for a repeat. You will have 30 seconds to circle the answer. Keep your eyes on your own paper. When I call time, put your markers down and hold up your answers. And again, I'll ask you to read your answers after you write them down. I will read the question twice. This map represents a fictional town in the United States called Geoville. The town would like to establish a community garden to help provide fresh fruits and vegetables for its residents. There are 4 possible locations identified on your map, A, B, C, and D. Which location would be the best site for the community garden? You will have 30 seconds to circle your answer and the choices at the bottom of the page. Again, I'll repeat the question. The map represents a fictional town in the United States called Geoville. The town would like to establish a community garden to help provide fresh fruits and vegetables to its residents. There are 4 possible locations identified on the map, A, B, C, and D. Which location would be the best site for the community garden? You now have 30 seconds. Time. All right, when I call on you, I need you to share with us what your answer is. Henry?
Location
That is incorrect. Marshall?
A. Location B.
Which one?
Location
That is incorrect.
Location C.
That is correct. Damien?
Location C.
That is correct. Miles?
A. Location C.
That is correct.
So that means Henry and Michelle are.
All right, so we need to say goodbye to Henry and Marcel. If you guys could bring your gifts up, please.
Oh, I don't think you that. Deep voice.
Yeah, I would like you guys to put
All right.
2 seats.
So you're gonna sit down, you're gonna put 2 seats between each one of you, please. So Miles on the end. Okay, there we go, perfect. That's perfect, thank you. All right, put your materials underneath your desk, please. The remaining final round questions. You will have oral answers. Each of you will answer a different question. You will have 15 seconds to answer the question. Cameron. Lake Turkana and Lake Naturn are examples of Rift Valley lakes located on which continent? That is correct. Damien, which continent in the southern hemisphere experiences severe winds and is also the driest continent in the world?
Antarctica.
That is correct. Miles, the Puerto Rican Trench is the deepest part of which ocean?
Atlantic.
That is correct. Cameron, the laughing kookaburra bird is native to which eucalyptus forest in the eastern part of which continent that includes the Great Dividing Range?
Australia.
That is correct. Damien, the Beaufort Sea and the Mosquito Coast are located along the coastlines of which continent?
Could you repeat that, please?
Sure. The Beaufort Sea and the Mosquito Coast are located along coastlines of which continent?
Australia.
Incorrect, it is North America. Miles. Polynesia, a region that includes the island countries of Samoa and Tonga, is located on what ocean?
Pacific.
That is correct. Cameron. The Balkan Peninsula is part of which continent that borders the Mediterranean Sea?
Europe.
Correct. Damien, Kathmandu Valley and the Elephanta Caves are World Heritage Sites located on which continent?
Could you repeat that, please?
Kathmandu Valley and the Elephanta Caves are World Heritage Sites located on which continent?
Can I say Asia?
That is correct.
Yes!
The Grand Chaco Plain and the Mato Grosso Plateau are physical features located on which continent?
Asia.
Incorrect, it is South America. Cameron. The Strait of Malacca links South China Sea with which ocean to the west?
Pacific.
Incorrect, it is Indian. Chihuahua and Colombia are two states in what North American country?
Could you repeat that, please?
Yes. Chihuahua and Colombia are two states in what North American country?
States? Not like provinces, states? Is it Canada?
That would be incorrect, it's Mexico. Miles, the Parthenon is an ancient temple on the Acropolis, a hill overlooking which European capital city?
Athens.
That is correct.
Okay, so here's what we have. Cameron and Damien both have 2 incorrect answers. Miles only has 1, and he got that last correct answer correct. So that means that Miles is automatically going into the championship round. So you can just rest easy for now and just relax. And then we're gonna have to keep going with Cameron and Damien until we determine who the second place, or who's going on with Miles to the championship round. Does that make sense?
Thank you. All right, Cameron, it's your turn. It says Rotterdam lies on the delta near the North Sea in which European country?
United Kingdom.
Incorrect, it is the Netherlands. Damien. The Valley of the Kings, the burial site for many rulers, was once part of the ancient city of Tribes in what present-day country? Excuse me. The Valley of the Kings, the burial site for many rulers, was once the part of an ancient city of Thebes in what present-day country?
Ancient city of Thebes. Can I say Asia?
That would be incorrect, it is Egypt.
Oh, yes, Asia.
So I'll have to go again, because we
All
both
right.
got that wrong.
Cameron? Tikal, the great Mayan city absorbed in the 10th century, is located in which Central American country? Incorrect, it is Guatemala. Damien, the Great Bear Lake is the largest lake entirely within what country?
Could you repeat that?
The Great Bear Lake is the largest lake entirely within what country?
Russia?
That is incorrect, it is Canada. Cameron, the Northern European Plain is a vast lowland that extends from France to what country that borders the Latin Sea?
Russia?
Correct.
Oh.
Damien, Mount Asu, which includes the large caldera, is located on the island of Kyushu in what country?
Could you repeat that?
Mount Asu, which includes the large caldera, is located on the island of Kyushu in what country?
Japan?
That is correct.
Whoa! Whoa!
Cameron, the Azores are a group of islands in the North Atlantic Ocean that belong to which European country west of Spain?
Portugal?
Correct. Damien, Cologne, a major automobile manufacturing city, is located in what European country?
Could you repeat that?
Cologne, a major automobile manufacturing city, is located in what European country?
Cologne? Germany?
That is correct. Cameron, Kampala is the capital of which African country that borders Lake Victoria?
Sudan?
Incorrect, it is Uganda. Damien, which landlocked South American country is bordered by both Chile and Brazil?
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, you will have to stop with the reason.
Oh.
Right, you only have three,
Yeah.
so you have to make a choice.
What landlocked country in South America? What's landlocked? Venezuela?
Incorrect, it's Bolivia. Cameron, the highest peaks of Jura Mountains are located near the city of Geneva along the border of France and what other country?
Spain?
Incorrect, it is Switzerland. Damien, the island country of St. Lucia is located in the eastern part of what sea?
The Atlantic?
Incorrect, it's the Caribbean.
Oh no, I said the ocean. No, I knew it.
Cameron, ancient paintings of humans and animals can be found in the rock walls approximately 300 miles southeast of the city of Cali on the Amazon rainforest in which country?
Brazil?
Incorrect, it's Colombia. Damien, Inshan, located on the Yellow Sea, is a large port in which country that also borders the Sea of Japan?
China?
Incorrect, it's South Korea. Cameron, border disputes have existed for many years between Guatemala and what neighboring country that was formerly a British colony?
Can you repeat that?
Border disputes have existed for many years between Guatemala and what neighboring country that was formerly a British colony?
Belize?
Correct.
Yes.
Damien. While it remained part of the Kingdom of Denmark, the majority of people on the island northeast of Canada are Inuit. What is this island?
Greenland?
Correct.
Goodness.
Cameron. Rabat, which was once a Roman settlement and later a berber town, is now the capital of what country that is a monarchy?
Can you repeat that?
Rabat, which was once a Roman settlement and later a berber town, is now the capital of what country that is a monarchy?
Slovakia?
Incorrect, it is Morocco. Damien, what Asian country built Pachusia as its federal administrative center because traffic in Kuala Lumpur was hindering travel between the government spaces?
India?
Incorrect, it's Malaysia.
I have no idea.
Cameron, jobs in this informal sector like street markets and food stalls are very important in Port-au-Prince, in which Caribbean country?
Haiti?
Correct.
No!
Damien, Western Gas crops which receive large amounts of rain between May and October are located in what country?
Could you repeat that?
I cannot.
Are they in Singapore?
Incorrect, it is India.
Okay, so that means that our third place person is Damien, so great job. I just want to say that for somebody who's been telling me for the last 2 days that he's not good at geography, he does pretty well. You proved it today, that's for sure.
Stressful around here.
You can watch it if you would like. So we have our 2 championship round competitors. Oops. Is everybody okay? Try if I use yours. I need the pages that are messed up. All right.
Okay, so congratulations to our 2 finalists, Cameron and Miles, who will now compete in the championship round. You will be competing with a clean slate. The championship round consists of 3 questions. I will ask both of you the same question at the same time, and you will have 15 seconds to write your answers. When I call time, you will put down your markers and hold up your answers. Then I will ask each of you in turn to read your answer out loud. I will wait to give the correct answer until both answers have been read. Whoever correctly answers the most questions in the set of 3 will be the school champion. As before, you will not be penalized for incorrect pronunciations or spellings as long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. If there is a tie after the set of 3 questions, I will explain the tiebreaker procedure. I will read each question twice, so you may not ask for another repeat or spelling. Listen carefully before writing your answers. All right, do you have any questions? Okay. Do your pens both work?
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1. Saginaw Bay, a popular summer tourist destination in the state of Michigan, is an inlet of which lake? Saginaw Bay, a popular summer tourist destination in the state of Michigan, is an inlet of what lake? Time. So if you guys would hold your answers up. Cameron, what's your answer?
Lake Michigan.
Miles?
Lake Michigan.
The correct answer is Lake Huron. Okay, so question number 2. I'm sorry, I didn't give you anything. I do have some little erasers up here if you need them. All right, February 2019 marks the start of the Alpine World Ski Championships. This competition was held in which country that is the most populous in Scandinavia? February 2019 marked the start of the Alpine World Ski Championships. This competition was held in which country that is the most populous in Scandinavia? Time. Okay, let me see your answers. And what is your answer, Cameron?
Finland.
Miles?
Finland.
The correct answer is Sweden. Question number 3. National Geographic explorer Ricardo Moreno studies jaguars and human-jaguar conflict in places like Darien National Park, the largest national park in which Central American country? National Geographic explorer Ricardo Moreno studies jaguars and human-jaguar conflict in places like Darien National Park, the largest national park in which Central American country? Are you ready? Okay, let's see your answers. Okay, what's your answer, Cameron?
Nicaragua.
And Miles?
Costa Rica.
The correct answer is Panama. So we're still out of time here.
I think we should rock paper scissors.
After all this.
All right. This is great, though. We've had lots of, it's been longer this time because we've had so many correct answers, so that's great. Now we will have a tiebreaker round using a single elimination procedure. You will continue to write an answer for each question asked. The first contestant who correctly answers a question that the other one misses will be the school champion. As before, I will read each question twice. They write it, yeah. Here's your first question. What city in France on the Riviera is home to a world-famous international film festival that takes place in the Palais des Festivals? What city in France on the Riviera is home to a world-famous international film festival that takes place in the Palais des Festivals? Okay, ready? See your answers? All right, your answer, Cameron?
Paris.
Miles?
Paris.
Okay, the correct answer is Cam. Next question. What is the Norwegian term for a long, narrow sea inlet carved out by a glacier? What is the Norwegian term for a long, narrow sea inlet carved out by a glacier? Just have it written down already before I even finish the question the second time. All right, so let's see your answers. Cameron, what's yours?
Fjord.
Okay, and Miles? Fjord is correct. You're both right. All right, here's another question. Mount Kazis, I know how to pronounce this the Polish way, but that would give you the wrong idea. Mount Kosciuszko, or Kosciuszko, located in the snowy mountains, is the highest peak in which country? Mount Kosciuszko, located in the snowy mountains, is the highest peak in which country? Okay, let's see your answers. All right, Cameron?
Switzerland.
And Miles? Yeah, it is a Polish name, but it's in Australia. It's in Australia. All right, here's another question. Langkawi Sky Bridge. Langkawi Sky Bridge is a suspension pedestrian bridge at the top of Machingchang Mountain on Langkawi Island in which Asian country? Langkawi Sky Bridge is a suspension pedestrian bridge at the top of Machingchang Mountain on Langkawi Island in which Asian country? You're done, Cameron? Okay, let's see your answers.
Japan.
Okay, Miles, nope, the correct answer is Malaysia. All right, here's another question. Iceland's largest city is located on Faxaflói or Faxa Bay and is heated by hot springs. Name this city. Iceland's largest city is located on Faxaflói or Faxa Bay and is heated by hot springs. Name this city. All right, let's see your answers. Okay, Cameron?
Reykjavik.
Miles?
That's what he said.
Reykjavik, yes, you are both right. All right, here's another one. Yeah, maybe we should go by spelling it to that would be fair though, wouldn't it? That's a tough one. The Bab el-Mandeb, a strait between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, connects the Gulf of Aden to what sea? The Bab el-Mandeb, a strait between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, connects the Gulf of Aden to what sea? Okay, are you finished? Well, let's see your answers. What's your answer, Cameron?
Mediterranean.
Miles? No, the correct answer is the Red Sea.
So I'm gonna have to find some more questions.
We might have to share the trophy. Yeah, we'll put the trophy in there.
It's got the middle ones.
I'll take the
Okay. It's okay, because I've got a pair out here.
Okay, guys, here's another question. Oats, rye, and turnips are grown in western Jutland along the North Sea in which country?
Oats, rye, and turnips are grown in western Jutland along the North Sea in which country? Yes, have your answers down already? Okay, let's see them.
The United Kingdom.
The Netherlands? It's Denmark is the correct answer. Okay. Drought has affected production in large shrimp farms in the lower Mekong Delta. Shrimp are an important export for which Asian country that borders Cambodia? Drought has affected production in large shrimp farms in the lower Mekong Delta. Shrimps are an important export for which Asian country that borders Cambodia? Okay, let's see your answers.
Myanmar.
Thailand. Is that what it says?
No.
Vietnam. Okay, the correct answer is Vietnam. So, Miles, congratulations.
I just have to say, you guys have been doing this with me for a while. You guys are rock stars. I don't think
Yes.
we've ever gone that far. Oh my gosh. If you guys want to bring your stuff up, we'll be here.
Let me shake your hand.
Absolutely.
Good job, Miles.
Rock
Raise up
stars, man.
cameras.
Holy cow.
And Miles, you might want to get a picture of you, so don't go far. And if you guys would like to stay and help put things away, you can too.
Peace out, guys.
Hi, Rob. Cameron, do you want to stand with Miles or no?
Good job, guys.
I'll hold them all over.
Okay, but it's upside down.
You did, man. You want
There you